Whether I have online patients or whether the patients are coming to my clinic offline, I usually tell them you have to give up sugar, but you don't have to give up sweets. In fact, I have over 600 videos on my YouTube channel. Do subscribe to our channel if you want to see videos for diabetics, for weight loss, for PCOS, and anyone who wants to give up sugar, still they want good and like delicious food. And I usually use stevia in my sweet dishes, but this recipe was made by my sister Dr. Atia, who actually made it as a birthday surprise. Basically, I was gone for Hajj and my birthday fell when I was doing Hajj. So basically, she made the macaroons as a birthday gift for me and the video as a surprise. And I really enjoy these macaroons with my cup of Danger coffee every morning. Danger coffee is an organic, mold-free, toxin-free coffee enriched with 50 plus minerals inspired by Dave Asprey. If you are in America, you can order through our special link to get a 10% discount, or if you are not in America, you can order from our clinic. We can provide it to you also. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's see how Atia made these delicious sugar-free macaroons. First of all, we need 65 grams of erythritol powder. We will measure it and we will put it in our food processor. This is erythritol powder. Next, we will blanch some almonds by putting them in boiling water and peeling the skin off. Then we will dry them and we will grind them into fine powder, making an almond flour. Just make sure you grind them very fine, otherwise your macaroons will have small dots of big almonds. So grind them well. Once you have ground up your almonds into very fine powder, put them in the food processor again and combine it with erythritol and mix it well till it is very fine powder. So after grinding for a good 10 minutes, just take it out into a sieve and sieve out the extra fine flour like this. Remember, our macaroons will be only as good as fine as our flour is. So we'll make sure that we will sieve out the extra fine almond flour and we'll put our hands like this and sieve it out through the sieve, and you can see the extra fine flour is coming down. And we will continue this method until we are just left with the bigger particles of the almond flour. If they do not filter, then we'll try to filter them again. At the end, we will just mix up the whole thing. Next, we need 3 egg whites. For that, we'll take 3 eggs and we will separate out the yolks from the whites. The yolks you can use to make custards. The whites we will use to make our macaroons. Then we need 45 grams of erythritol powder. We will add this erythritol powder into our egg whites while beating them. First of all, we have to beat them into soft peaks. Once they are, we have beaten them into soft peaks, we will add erythritol powder, as well as for flavoring we will be adding some vanilla powder, just a pinch of it, and then we will add half a teaspoon of lemon juice. We have already squeezed the lemon juice, and then we will add some white food color. I want my macaroons white, so I am adding white food color. If you want colored macaroons, you can add any color, or you can just leave it out if you don't like food colors. Anyway, we'll beat the rest of the egg whites till they're stiff peaks like this. You can see the stiff peaks. And if we invert our bowl, the egg white should not fall. So this is a sign that we can mix up our almond flour into our egg whites, and we will do it very slowly. Just mix about 1/3 of the almond flour into your egg whites, and with very gentle hand just fold it. Make sure we do not deflate our egg whites that we have inflated with all the air with so much beating. So we will just mix it up. It will take a good like 10-20 minutes to mix up the almond flour into your egg whites, and we have to mix it till our batter is like this. When we like lift it with the spoon, it should not fall in a dollop. It should fall very smoothly. And once we have mixed up our almond flour and the egg whites, we will put the batter into a piping bag with a nozzle like this. You can see the nozzle. And guys, although I am doing the voiceover because Atia made it in Urdu, I am translating it into English. But still, this was her first video. Do it, let me know in the comments below. How did you like the quality of this video? Anyway, after putting our batter into the piping bag, we will take a baking tray and we will put a macaroon template, and then on it we will put a parchment paper. You can see the macaroon template has circles. We will put our batter in these circles like this. See, Now, Atya makes it seem very easy because she is a pro. It might take some time for you to make these perfect circles. Just hold the piping bag vertically like this and press it till the batter fills the circle. And then with the flick of movement, just remove your piping bag from the circle so that a point does not form on the macaroon. If there are any pointy ends on a macaroon, they will get burnt when we bake them. Anyway, pat your baking dish to remove excess of air, and then with the skewer we can remove the excess air bubbles also, because air bubbles don't look good in the macaroons. And now we're almost done. We will leave out our macaroons for an hour so that a crust forms, which if we put our finger on the macaroon, nothing will stick to our finger. It means our macaroons have crusted. Now we can bake them. So we'll bake them at 190 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes, or till we see the golden rim on our macaroons. Now, although the macaroons will be smelling very delicious, but you have to leave them to cool down. If you try to break them from the parchment paper when they're hot, they will break. We don't want that. We will leave them to cool down for an hour, and in the meanwhile we'll prepare the filling. And if, for example, after letting them cool down, still your macaroons don't get off the parchment paper, use a wet brush. When you use the wet brush, the macaroons will come out easily from the parchment paper. So we will make the filling now. For the filling we need some butter, we need some erythritol. We will just beat them well, and it's a very simple plain filling. If you want, you can add some color as well, and make sure we use the same piping nozzle that we used to pipe our macaroons. We'll use the same nozzle for the filling also. So once we have put our filling in the piping bag, we have to pipe up our filling between two macaroons, make a sandwich like this, and our macaroons are ready. And since macaroons are served cold, you can easily make them for the guests and prepare them before the guests come, and we can arrange them in boxes like this, and you too can enjoy macaroons just like I am enjoying my macaroons thanks to Atya. I am really thankful to have a wonderful sister like Atya. Let me know in the comment section below, did you try these macaroons? Take care till we meet next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.